Yesterday's price is not today's price.
Buddha.
Everywhere, I got messages saying, what's up with the show? One to where you still got kids writing essays on 472. Shout out to Chris, he came through, came back there. And you go, okay. And she said,
Okay, he done. He
It's not money, baby. They don't need cash in their hands.
right. So now with the fuck with that,
Regardless of the fact. You don't know. You don't know his fucking intentions.
teaching now. Let our people listen. I'm gonna take my time down here. Right. I don't understand. When I try to conduct, come on. And I'm talking about my in-law niece. My niece, I done bought her.
I was born in the same place I was, but they decided to move along. They traveled.
Here, I had a homeboy, and I'm thinking about getting the motherfucker. Now I'm trying to hold out. I want to get it done.
They both was the same, but once the money been through, and you just scripted this shit.
They got some diamonds in them. I need them to expect you to pay the bills, take care of their family, help you watch their nieces and nephews. I'm cooking up. That's like I cook up with this nigga. Your question.
We're not asking them, we have them.
Welcome. This is the Smartest Dumb People, and I'm the host, Anthony, that dude Johnson. And always, to my right, LV the Great. And normally to my left is my high school bud, Quando Rondo, but he on vacation, he in Vegas. Have a great time, my G. We did have somebody in the seat, but I got some explaining to do. Facebook, trying their hardest to shut us down, man. We got to get off this fucking platform. They're trying their hardest to shut us down. It took me 30 minutes to log into my personal account from each one of my devices. Facebook is trying their hardest to shut us down, man. We about to leave this platform, bro. We ain't got much longer on this fucking platform.
I might have to go incognito. Let me put my joint on so they won't know.
Yeah,
they
man.
Won't know, man. Let me go put my joint on.
They won't let us be
won't
great,
know,
man. Facebook won't let us be great. My cousin had to leave because of the system wasn't working, so it left me and LB to do it all by ourselves. Fuck it, we'll do it ourselves. Listen, this is the Smartest Dumb People, man. Thank y'all for joining. Thank y'all for tuning in, bro. It's been a headache trying to log in.
It's cold out there.
What up, man? So it's been crazy trying to log in. Facebook kicked me out of all of my accounts on all of my devices at the last minute as soon as we went live, so we had to restart everything. And I fought with Facebook via email, via text, via phone for the first 30 minutes of our show. So let's get it popping, man. I don't want to waste no time, LB, man. How your week starting off, bro?
Man, shit, man. My shit's alright, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm all in the same gang. You know what I'm saying? Not too high, not too low. You know what I'm saying? I ain't had no. I ain't plateaued though. I ain't plateaued.
Make sure you like and share, man. Like I said,
I'm always climbing, but you know, I just keep it
even kill.
Yeah.
Make sure you like and share. Hey, man, like I said, we did have 3 people on the panel, but Lil Cuzzo, shout out to Willie ABN was in the building, man. He didn't think I was gonna get up and running because I got kicked out so many times.
Dipped out with the quickness.
Yeah. He left me and LV on the island, but it wasn't his
Somebody
fault.
come and get her.
Hey, it wasn't his fault though, man. Facebook kept kicking me out. Listen,
We
we don't have much longer on this platform because Facebook keep kicking us out and doing weird shit, bro. So basically, if you tag more than 40 people, Facebook make you identify yourself. I tagged around 40 people, and it kicked me out of Facebook, and it basically made me answer all of these fucking random questions like, what's your email, what's your phone number, what's that? And then it just became a headache. So I was frustrated working with it for the first 30 minutes of our show. I apologize. So let's get to the topics. First topic of the day. Young lady goes to daycare to pick up her child, come to pick up her child at the daycare. The daycare left her in the daycare by herself. This is the actual clip. We got more topics. We got a lot of topics. We got to talk about the difference between the player and the dog. That's our next topic. The difference between the player and the dog. The Tender Swindler, and we got the daycare. So we're going to hit up the daycare topic first. This is the actual video of the young lady on a news station telling her story.
Child left alone in a child care center.
A mother upset, still crying after this. Stephanie Martinez's 2-year-old daughter Anna left alone inside of a dark, locked daycare.
This poor kid. I'm coming, okay?
The mom going to kindercare in Plantation to pick up her daughter Wednesday evening.
They know I get here around 6:15 because I have to pick up my other son by 6. I get here, everything's shut off, no cars, which was weird.
She called her friend Samantha Scaramellino, who is Anna's emergency contact.
I'm like, Steph, call the police. You know, like, I don't have her.
Martinez, terrified, began banging on all of the windows.
Finally, I heard something. She managed to push a chair next to the door to stand on it and call for my name. And that was the only reason I was able to see her, is because she's shorter than the door. She got on the chair to say, Mommy.
911, what is the address of the emergency?
She's inside the daycare. She just came up to the door.
She's inside by herself?
Yeah, she's crying. She's inside by herself.
Okay, honey. How old is your child?
She's 2. She's only 2.
Gosh.
I'm coming, baby. Okay? I'm coming.
Fire rescue arriving, prying the door open, getting the little 2-year-old out.
What if she fell off the table? What if, she used a chair to get by the door? Like, she's traumatized. Last night I couldn't turn off the light. She started crying.
KinderCare telling Martinez they're short-staffed.
Everyone's short-staffed, but that's not an excuse. That is not an excuse. This is a child.
The facility releasing this statement, which says DCF has been notified and reads in part, "We also place the staff members involved on administrative leave while we and our agency partners look into the concern further. As these investigations take place, we'll also take immediate steps to ensure this kind of thing doesn't happen again." Parents Thursday react.
All right, so that's the actual video of the young lady going to pick her daughter up from daycare, and that happened. So I'm going to be the first one to say, I was just telling LB, that's the definition in the dictionary of child neglect, or a neglect charge that will get your whole company shut down that's working in healthcare or providing for people, or doing some type of acts of service for people. That's the definition of something that can get your whole corporation shut down, man. Listen, I'm being honest with you. I wouldn't have waited for the fire department. Personally.
You would have busted up.
Oh man, I would have, nigga, I would have tore that whole, I would have busted up in there and tore the whole daycare up.
But because she see the baby from the outside.
All right, but listen, I'm still going to tomorrow go tear the whole fucking inside up. They seeing me. I said this today. I said I'm gonna be the first motherfucker at the daycare facility. The first motherfucker in there might get kidnapped, and I might be on some John Q shit inside the daycare over that shit, bro. That shit, man. Listen, when you got a vulnerable child like that, a little child, they rely on you, nigga. I will die for my 2-year-old in that situation, and I would have been ready to kill somebody over my 2-year-old. Like, so I'm just saying, me personally, I would have busted the motherfucking windows. I would have tore that whole. They wouldn't even have no daycare when I would have been done with it. I swear to God.
Right. Well, you know what I'm saying? Now, on the outside looking in, I would have did the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Now, if I went to the daycare and the lights is off and it look empty, I'm first thing I'd have been like, where my baby at? You know what I'm saying? I'm calling the police. I'm filing a missing child report. You know what I'm saying? Look, my baby ain't here. This is dark. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody here. I wouldn't have thought that she was in the building.
She was banging on the windows long enough to where her daughter heard her and got on a chair, bro, and scooted the chair over. Listen, dog, you don't understand how neglected this child was. And like I said, somebody got to get these hands. At that point, y'all better have the police there in the morning. That's all I'm being honest with you. I would have torn that whole.
Yeah. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I could definitely feel the frustration, but again, though, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it had to be just an honest mistake. Very possible. You know what I was thinking? The child probably would sleep somewhere or in a room fucking with some shit by herself, and the lady thought, little Susie, mom normally here by 6:15. She must have grabbed her because I don't see her. I don't see her. So at that point, I could see that too, because we know children wander off.
But at the end of the day, bro, they should always, especially a 2-year-old, should always stay in your sights at all times.
I mean, but we also got to understand, though, with any facility that are over watching any other human being, I don't give a fuck whether they are mentally disabled, you know what I'm saying, young, any type of challenges where they need supervision. Some of them adults just don't care. Some of them adults is there
but
just
that's what we
for
talk.
the check.
But me and you and Ron was talking about how people that's watching over children need to be psychiatrically evaluated, because I have to know you are in this field of service to help people. Like even me, like working in the field I work in, I literally am there to help and assist the people.
Right.
And don't get me wrong, it gets
But
trying
have you seen individuals in that field that just
don't
dare
give a fuck
to collect a check?
Yeah.
That where you can see where one child get left behind, or
like a share.
I mean, because shit, I mean, you got parents. You had, you know what I'm saying, and not to just keep it on the all the way playing field, man. You got parents that leave their kids in homes, cars, all kinds of shit.
Yeah,
where
that's
motherfuckers
facts.
have to bust in and bust the window and car and kids dying in hot cars and
That's facts.
all kinds of shit. And so, would I be upset? Yes. Would I understand? Which is why, on some real spill, which is why my grandchild, my grandson, and Poom Bug, that's my baby. Poom Bug. That's my baby. You know what I'm saying? He don't go to child care. But eventually, here shortly, he is going to have to go. You know what I'm saying? And I done had situations where my second oldest son, he was going out here to what's the motherfucker? I can't remember the daycare, but it was way out like on 160 or something. You know what I'm saying? Scott Frost. I'm thinking this is cool. Eric, what's the white boy name?
Scott Frost.
Eric.
Eric
Crouch. He dropping his son off. I'm like, yeah, he cool. You know what I'm saying? I go pick him up one day, man. Diaper, shitty, pissy. You know what I'm saying? He in the car seat before a motherfucker even
It
pull up.
really is about who's watching your child. It's not about the corporation watching your child at the time, actually. And shout out to Ola, shout out to Todd, shout out to Yolanda, shout out to Brandy. Make sure y'all like and share. Look, we got 23 people in here, man. We need 23 shares.
What Jesse say?
Jesse who?
Jess. Pal.
She said something? Bro, I ain't getting none of that.
You ain't getting none of that?
None of that. That's weird. Well, Facebook want to shut me down so bad, bro. I'm sorry, y'all. I didn't see we was getting comments. Facebook want to shut me down so bad.
She said tear and sue. Facts.
All right, so
I'm suing.
Shout out to Don. Shout out to the homegirl Don.
something.
She said, agree, psychiatric evaluation should be necessary, especially when dealing with children, elderly, and disabled. Rodrigo said, I agree. Carando said, man, my daughter would have had her college tuition paid in full. Yeah, shout out to you. That's 100% right. That's how it works.
Yeah, I definitely, you know what I'm saying? But then is monetary the answer to everything? Is monetary, is getting monetary compensation, is that the cure all to end all? You know what I'm saying? Shit. Fuck the monetary. Who was in? I want them fired.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
The last person that locked the door is definitely fired. There's a protocol.
I want the facilitator, the administrator of this facility fired. You know what I'm saying. I fuck the monetary part is all cool, but if the same people is in place and they go, well, okay, we give you this, then the next child might not turn out to be so lucky.
I agree. You ready? Let's hit we ain't staying on this topic too long, man. We got other topics, man. Is it Tender Swindler time? Or should we go to, I feel like we should do Tender Swindler first. We can segue into the player and to the dog. So let's go. This is the next topic, the Tender Swindler. If you haven't watched it, it's a movie on Netflix. It's a documentary on Netflix. It's talking about a man that swindled some women from Tinder out of a couple $1 million. This is the actual little footage of the exclusive interview. We're not going to watch too much of it, but this is the
chronicles the woeful tales of three women who thought they'd met the man of their dreams on Tinder, only to later say he scammed them out of hundreds of thousands of dollars. But the dating app Lothario says that is just not true. He is speaking out with his new girlfriend to our Megan Alexander in this world exclusive.
He's the handsome jet setter at the center of the sensational Netflix documentary, The Tender Swindler. And today, he's speaking out exclusively to Inside Edition. The 31-year-old wheeler dealer met beautiful women on the dating app Tinder. He wooed them with private jets, fancy cars, and champagne.
The spend is to another level that you have never ever seen before.
These three ladies were infatuated. They all believed Simon Levayev was the son of a billionaire Israeli diamond mogul.
His dad was the king of diamonds.
More than 50 million people have watched The Tender Swindler, leading many to wonder how these accomplished and sophisticated women could have fallen for Levayev. They say they lent him nearly $500,000 combined, which they never saw again.
He's not the son of a billionaire. He faked everything. I don't understand how someone can be so evil.
I'm not this monster that everybody has created.
Levayev refused to be interviewed for The Tender Swindler, and when the filmmakers went to his last known address in Israel, he was nowhere to be found.
What's it says?
It's a letter for him.
But he has agreed to speak exclusively with Inside Edition.
These women make some very serious allegations against you. They say they were conned and threatened.
They weren't conned and they weren't threatened.
Are you the son of a billionaire diamond mogul?
No, I am not, and I never presented myself.
He still seems to be living a life of luxury.
Good morning.
Authorities estimate he may have scammed in total $10 million from victims around the world.
Amazing, amazing.
You don't feel bad for them in any way?
All right, so that's the actual footage. We don't want to watch too much of it before they try to take us down for they swear down and take content. But anyway, my dad is an NBA player.
My dad is Jerry Jones. And he owned the Dallas Cowboys.
Listen here.
If that's all the motherfucker got to do is say it, if that's all the motherfucker got to do is say it and it's real, then it's real.
Carando, he said, good for him. Listen.
Yeah.
Hey, man, the world gets so sensitive. The world is getting so sensitive. We always saw how sensitive the world getting. Now we try to make a player pay back restitution.
Oh, look.
Come on, man.
The game, the world ain't getting. The world may be getting sensitive. I ain't disputing that. But what has happened is that the men been caught up with the women.
And playing the game too.
And the men is playing the game that the women is playing. These women thought that they were fucking with a millionaire or a potential millionaire.
I kept saying that. So in their eyes, this is an investment.
Right. Okay, we gonna take these helicopter trips. We gonna take these jet skis.
I ain't gonna lie, man. He gave you the game to really get some money up out of motherfucker. Low key, he literally kind of gave you the game.
The pimp's been running that game. The pimp coming up, pulling up in the Cadillac with the golds and the gators and the rings and the suits.
Fit the part.
Look, a motherfucker woman want to see something that she can put some money into. Now we talk about all day long about men doing this, men being providers, men not being providers, women being submissive, women not being submissive. If a man can pay the bills, then a woman can be submissive according to tradition. And so when you have women that think that they made a man that can pay the bills, they get real. You awful kind, boss.
Man.
They get real kind, real fucking generous because they're expecting something in return.
Which is a financial gain.
Which is women fuck with pimps because they see that BMW, that Rolls Royce, they see them big feathers, they see them big furs, them big chains, them big rings, not knowing that this nigga's an addict.
Hit some comments, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Not knowing that nigga an addict.
Let's see, Mr. Watson. Shout out to Watson. He said, this man did all brothers doing today with these women income tax money. I'm a double up, sweetie.
And then I'm out of there.
And then Yolanda said, "Pimpin' ain't easy, but he made it look easy." Let's see here. I don't see all the comments, y'all. Sorry.
Yeah. So what we got? Jess Powell said, "Hell no! How a billionaire need a loan from me?" And you see how these women were. DT Road Works Big Fur. Look, the women understand. Women that come from money that's able to lend somebody $50,000.
This is
$100,000. Hold on, we ain't talking about. I need $2,500 so I can get until I get paid next Friday. No, these motherfuckers is spending hundreds of thousands of dollars.
I don't know if you watched the full documentary, but a woman that had only $2,000 in her bank account was able to build credit up enough to get $250,000 in just loans alone.
Because look, these motherfuckers, when you fucking with motherfuckers that fuck with money, they don't get paid every 14 days on a Friday. You know what I'm saying? They shit may be coming in days. That same way, I just watched a video the other day, and Floyd Mayweather said he's still collecting checks from 7 years ago. You know what I'm saying? And so, it's hard for us to understand it, how you fight 7 years ago and you still collecting checks. But it's easy for them to understand it when they owe you $100 million and say, well, I gotta give you $10 million every month. You know what I'm saying? That's 10 months. And then if you're doing that over a period of fights, you collecting $10 million every month, 20, 30 months down the line. And so these women knew what they was getting into.
Yeah, for sure.
They just didn't. And then I'm gonna bleed that into the other. It's gonna bleed in together. It's gonna bleed in together. It's gonna bleed in together. But these women had an intention in behind it, because if the man wasn't flying them on helicopters, if the man wasn't taking them to the finest restaurants, if the man wasn't taking them on the most exquisite trips that they ever been on, if the man wasn't jet setting them, if the man wasn't treating them like they never been treated or seen shit before in their life, they would have had nothing to put that money in. They would have had no faith into nothing. You know what I'm saying? But this man gave them something to say. Well, I ain't never been on a helicopter and went from Jerusalem to Israel.
Yeah, I mean, there was definitely some substance to why they were doing it. You ready to jump topics? Look, man, we got 20 people in the chat. Make sure you like and share.
Nick said he was giving them false paychecks so they could get credit cards, loans.
That's the only crime he committed.
They was a part of the. Listen,
why didn't they get no crime charge?
Because they knew what they was doing.
They should have got some time too. Then
everybody knew what they was doing. Look.
And we'll call it the white woman syndrome, where the white woman cry. Remember how they was talking about how society feels a certain way when a white woman has been swindled or a white woman has been.
No, they.
It is kind of the same thing. I don't know if I'm gonna
call them that, because I know some black bitches that'll carry some dope on that motherfucking on get on that plane or stick some dope up their ass, especially if they seeing. Some motherfuckers. No,
I think you missed what I'm saying. I'm saying the reason why they ain't get in trouble. The reason why they ain't get in trouble is because this is literally a fucking term. It's a term. I can't think of the term, but I'll find the term and remember the term. It's when a white woman cries. It's when a white woman, when America has sympathy for white women.
See, but they couldn't jam you with nothing.
But I'm saying the women technically was just as guilty as him. If you really think about it, if he was creating checks and false statements for them to get loans, they were just as guilty as them, because they knew that he was doing these fake checks. You wasn't making $90,000 a year. You wasn't making $100,000 a year. That's a crime in itself too.
Okay.
So, we, like I said, there's literally a saying for it, and it's tailored into the sympathy for white women in society. That's what it's.
Stockholm.
It's something like that, bro. I know it's.
So the bitches get Bernie Madoff did what Bernie Madoff got the motherfuckers. Bernie Madoff. Well, how come he get jammed up with nothing? Look, the man played the shit well. He did it well. You know what I'm saying? And the women knew what they was doing and knew that they was accomplices in something. But what really fucked him up when he had the baby mama, when the baby mama was the baby.
After he swindled her, my God. The man was sharp.
That what really fucked him up. The baby mama playing the assistant,
and the baby mama
and got the baby, and he got the bitches on the plane. He got the bitches on a private plane with him, and they all riding together. That what fucked them up right there. Then they went back and seen where he got jammed up on some old charges, and she was involved in the old charges.
Yeah.
That what fucked them up because she turned on him, and is one of the witnesses. And so when they went back and seen the old shit. And then it flipped to the new shit. They're like, well, damn, this is the bitch that ratted on him, that had the baby, that was the assistant. This was the baby mama.
All right, so let's hit the next topic. Look, before we hit the next topic, ladies, make sure you're in here. Make sure you like and share. But Leland, we reached the goal, brother. We reached the goal. We hit another milestone. We reached the goal. We got 2,300 followers, man. That shit was irking my nerves for about 2 months now. We was at we was close. We was about 15 away from 2,300 followers. Yeah. And now we got 2,300 followers.
Now we need to hit 1,000 on YouTube.
Yeah, for sure, man. That's the goal. Get your asses over to YouTube. Stop playing with us. Ladies, we need y'all in here for this topic. Make sure you like and share.
Yeah, we need the ladies. We need the
ladies because this is a conversation that needs to be had. This is the actual video. Let's play the video. We can play it a couple times when people come in. Make sure y'all like and share. Like and share. Right now we have 13 likes. We got 16 people here. We need 16 likes. We need 16 likes. We need 2 more shares to get 16 shares. All right, so look, let's watch the video and then we'll have a conversation. We want the ladies in here for this. Make sure y'all like and share so the women out there can respond to this clip. Here we go.
Would you rather have the dog or the player?
I kind of dogged her.
No, I'm not a dog. I'm not a dog at all.
So you never...
I've been a player, but I ain't never been no dog.
That's the same thing.
No, a dog will walk in your house and see your little boy sleep on the floor and walk over it. A player will walk in there and be like, you know what? Let's get a bed frame. And, so a player gonna be like, let's change some things in your life. Nah, he gonna break your heart too.
A player gonna check.
He gonna break your heart too, but when he leave, you gonna be a better person. A dog gonna come and take your car.
The player gonna check on them brakes and rotors.
A dog gonna come take your car and steal it.
The dog just gonna steal the car while you at work and never come back.
A dog don't care. Okay. A dog has no remorse. A player.
All right, so that's the actual video, man. That's the actual clip. A Country Wayne saying there's a difference between a player and a dog. And I honestly say, like, shout out to my uncle, man, one of the coolest men alive. My uncle was one of the coolest players alive, man. Shout out to Rose. And I got what he was saying 100%. He's saying that the difference between a player and a dog is a player is going to hold down the fort and make sure baby cool and she got everything she need, and he going to treat her with kindness. A dog just going to come in and fuck shit up, muck shit up, and get everything he can get and get the fuck up out of there. There is somewhat of a difference. And in my personal opinion, if you don't think there is, you're crazy. A dog is a motherfucker that just don't give a fuck, don't care to ever fix shit, don't ever try to do right by you. A player moves strategically and make sure you're taken care of. What's your opinion, LD? Because this your video you sent me.
Well, it's a lot. It's a bunch of angles to it, and so it depends on the angle, because you can have a player that turns into a trick, right? And so, do the woman then becomes a dog if the man turns into the trick? So if the player that walks in, see the baby sleeping on the floor, say, hey, let's get that baby in the bed. I don't want him sleeping on the floor. right?
Yeah.
Which is one of the examples.
Yeah.
And they saying that a dog nigga would just walk over the baby and go on to the back to the bedroom with the woman, right? So, do I agree?
There's some truth to that, man.
To a certain extent, because what if a woman already has her own things? And
I don't think it's necessarily about things, though. It's about how you treat the woman. What I took from that was he's saying how a player treats a woman.
Because he's saying that a player will bring some positivity
into her life,
into the woman's life, right? But what if the woman only wants a nigga that's gonna be faithful to her, and the nigga can't give it to her? Is he a dog or is he still a player?
If he treat her right, he's a player.
If he treat her right,
he's a player.
He's a player. But is infidelity?
I think that's what makes him a player, is the infidelity. So you have a dog and you have a player.
If
a player,
infidelity is what hurts her more than anything in life, do the infidelity makes him a dog?
I don't know. I think that a player moves smooth enough to where infidelity is not an issue. That's what you ain't ever watched How to Be a Player. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, I don't watch cartoons.
You didn't watch How to Be a Player with Bill Bellamy?
Cartoons.
But get some of those comments. No, man, I ain't getting the comments, man. Get some of those.
Go ahead. We got Lee, latent degree, absolute. How being treated right if you're getting cheated on. But here go and so, Brandy, here go the thing, is that you're going to get cheated on regardless.
You know what's funny?
So then you'll have a nigga that sit up, fuck with you, and then now a player might pull up, he got his own whip and shit, you know what I'm saying? Pull up, you know what I'm saying? Y'all may chop, smoke a little weed, have a little drink, motherfucking nigga tell you, oh, okay, I'm about to run around the corner right quick, I'll be back. The nigga might get up, get out, you know what I'm saying? Go on down the road, he might come back, he might not. But the dog nigga, he gonna come in, and he gonna sit, y'all gonna chill, and say, baby, let me see your keys right quick. I gotta bust this little move.
That's all. All right, so I broke down the definition of LeBron today to somebody. I said it's just like LeBron. Savannah would be crazy to think that she's living this lavish life and this man has never cheated on her. Like women have this false idea of what a relationship.
But so do niggas. Do you think that Savannah fucked somebody?
No, I don't.
Are you crazy?
But that's what makes me a nigga. That's what makes me.
Shit, what the fuck you talking about, nigga? Motherfucker was knocking the socks off Shaq's wife.
That is crazy. But Shaq big dumb though. Big dumb.
What you mean?
He big dummy though.
Man, that nigga 7 foot, man, pause. I don't even want to have this whole conversation, but I gotta touch on it. This nigga 7 foot, 7'2", 20 feet, 20 inch. Come on, man. Look, then the little motherfucker 6'1" motherfucker. You stupid as fuck. And the little motherfucker 5'9", size 10, knocking his bird down. Come on, man. Listen. Look, that anybody. If a motherfucker think that ain't nobody not Savannah, then they couldn't possibly think that LeBron James is cheap. It goes hand in hand. It goes hand in hand. And so, again, Brandy, the difference is, like the man said, the nigga gonna run off with your car and you might not see him for 2-3 days.
It's fact.
And you stuck in the house and
the dog.
And you got talking about, I got to go to work. You got to find the ride to work. You know what I'm saying? You don't know how you gonna get to work. The baby got a doctor's appointment. You don't know where he at. You ain't heard from him. The car gone. The player ain't gonna do that.
The player gonna make sure you straight.
Player got his own shit.
They gonna make sure
you know what I'm saying? Player got his own whip, got his own car. Gonna make sure the baby get to the doctor. Make sure the baby do all that.
Facts.
Do all of that. But again.
Let me get your phone. Your ass ain't reading none of them comments, and I would probably read all of them.
What you looking at?
All right, so shout out to Rodrigo. Rodrigo said, They know the BS they be getting into from the jump. I got it, bro.
Go ahead.
So then we got, let's see here, because you didn't took away the chat. Let's look at large chat. Oh, there we go. Let's see. Randall said most women have already heard about who the player is and who the dog is straight up.
That goes back to the master key. Everybody know about the master key. Nobody knows, and everybody knows about the shitty lock. Women want to know why other women like this man so much. That's just period. The most eligible bachelor. Look, hold on, time out. They have men that haven't been married, and you know what they call them?
The most eligible bachelor.
But you know what they call a woman that ain't been married? You gonna be an old maid.
You gonna be a cat lady.
You gonna be an old nag. What you gonna do? Your time clock is clicking. Well, what you gonna do? When you gonna have some kids? When you gonna get married? Because the woman that stays single, that everybody knows about, is just a single woman who clock is ticking.
Let me get Rodrigo. Rodrigo said, "Hey, so Jody, a dog or a player?" All right, good example. Jody. Let me tell you, Jody was definitely not a dog. I think Jody was a baby. Jody was a dog. Jody was a baby daddy. Jody was a baby daddy.
Hold on, man. Hold on, man.
Because Jody really didn't cheat. Jody really didn't cheat on your vet.
You know how many niggas did not?
Jody didn't cheat on your vet, technically. Your vet had a whole nigga living in her house, and she didn't fuck with him.
That was after the nigga didn't picked her up, dropped her off, didn't pick her up, picked her up late. You know what I'm saying?
Did some weird shit.
Fuck Coco in the back seat.
No, he didn't.
Yeah.
He fucked Coco?
The other baby mama. He fucked somebody in the back. I don't know who they were trying to indicate.
I think Jody was a good dude though. Like he wasn't a bad dude. He wasn't no fucked
Man, the nigga was riding a bicycle, blood. The nigga wasn't no player. Blood was riding a bicycle. Hold on, Blood was riding a bicycle. And he got whooped on by some 15-year-olds. Jody was a dog.
Listen, man.
Jody was a dog, man. Jody wasn't about shit, man. Hold on.
You stupid as fuck for that.
Hold on, man.
Jody was right.
And he was selling women clothes, man. Jody wasn't shit, man. This nigga sitting there talking about Jody wasn't.
All right, so Brandy said he was immature. That's what I was about to say. Jody was just in the stage of trying to be.
Man, Jody wasn't shit, dog. Jody was riding a bike. He was 20-something. My bad. Jody was 20-something, going on 30, riding a bike.
Stupid as fuck for that.
Taking his old lady car, fucking bitches in his car, picking up bitches in her car.
He wasn't fucking nobody in her car, though, dog.
You just didn't see it. They seen the rubbers in the car indicating.
Oh.
Yeah, when they was at Lucy's, when she was Lucy's.
It wasn't a loose rubber, it was just rubbers.
Lucy's, when she was in, what's this? Rubbers in the car, fucking her homegirl from work.
He didn't fuck her.
Getting good, fucking with her, period. Even attempting to even.
That's Yvette fucked him off with the dude, so he tried to go get spiteful.
And Brandy got a crush on Tyrese, and so she gonna say that Jody is immature. What the fuck? This nigga fucking with his.
I agree with Brandy. Brandy said Jody was a boy, had no man in his life.
What you mean?
You can't raise a man.
Look.
You can't raise a man. You can't raise a man.
He fucking with a coworker. That ain't boy shit. He got 2 baby mamas. That's not bullshit.
I agree with Brandy. He was immature. I really do. Because I ain't gonna lie, low key, I feel like
the nigga was mature. That nigga had sense enough to sell them dresses. And then he sold one.
You don't feel like Baby Boy is everybody's story though a little bit? I'm talking about like when you was a young dude, when you was 21, you had your first child. I feel like Baby Boy was the story of every young, immature black man. Shout out to Brandy for saying that because I agree with her. Because when I see the Jody story outside of the fucking and cheating, because he didn't do it often in the movie either, but how he was feeling alone and felt like his mom wasn't there for him, and then he felt that story was.
Feel like his mom wasn't there for him.
I might look. He watched Baby Boy tonight, man.
His mom provided a roof for his motherfucking head when he was sitting on his ass. You know what I'm saying?
Well, they wasn't saying that back in 2021. You know what I'm saying? That's not like how you sound. This is 2022. You cannot correlate 2022 to 2021. That was 21 years
on your ass is on your ass.
That's how black parents talked back then. But you're now using that term for 2022.
Well, this is what I know. And I know my guy Rendell can contest for that. Can contest for what I'm about to say now. Because he grew up down the street from me. I've been knowing this man since we were 12, 13 years old.
Rico said relatable. It definitely was relatable.
Since we were 12, 13 years old. This man know that when we was in our early 15, 16, 17, none of that shit was going on, dog. When I turned 18 and I wasn't working, nigga, I was donating plasma. You know what I'm saying?
That could have been Baby Boy. That's what I'm saying.
Take care of my motherfucking self. You know what I'm saying? My mama wasn't gonna take care of me no more.
But that's what Baby Boy was. I'm telling you that, like, he was the definition. What I don't want to call Baby Boy a player or even a dog is because he was the definition of a young black man with a child.
So there's no such thing as a dog or a player.
No, well, a dog and a player exists. I'm just saying, like
this nigga was a dog ass nigga. He was a bum ass nigga riding a bike that was fucking with a bitch that had a car. He was dropping off to work, and not only dropping her off to work, he was fucking with bitches at her job.
You want to hit this
and
last?
then not only fucking with bitches at her job, he was selling women clothes. He was selling stolen clothes. Nothing about this nigga said stand up.
Okay.
Nothing about. Hold on, time out, man. Nothing about this man said that he was stand up. Well,
she said Yvette took care of Jody, and I'm gonna be honest with you. At one point in time in my life, when I was a child, like Baby Boy, my kid's mom did a lot for me, and like I said, I didn't shout at her out on the show about how she made me mature as a man, because she was elevating and making her life better. I was the definition of Jody. I was just the one like playing Madden all day with my friends, even though I was making money and hustling.
Well,
I was
a little different.
Yeah, but I'm saying like the story was still relatable to an average young black man. That's all.
But you can't put that on all niggas. Because there's some young niggas that was working.
Not all niggas.
You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of
I want to hit this last topic, bro, because I couldn't believe we lasted 45 minutes. We'll probably go about 50
We might as well go the whole joint. Well, I don't know why you don't understand that. I don't know why you surprised about that.
Because I'm tired.
I'll take your ass. Hey man, look.
Did you work?
Listen.
Did you work today?
Fuck no.
No, I thought you worked today.
Hell no. I don't start till the 7th.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I'm tired.
Nigga, everybody, man, look, they work today, nigga. They still in the audience.
Hey, no, we ain't had this conversation off camera.
Nigga? They're still in the audience. They work
Let's
today.
hit the last comment. Let's hit the last topic.
Go ahead,
all right, you ready?
What's wrong
the
with
stalker
blood?
topic. The stalker topic. You ready for it?
What's wrong?
Stalker topic. The guy, a man comes out and said that he stalked his ex.
Oh, okay,
So let's have that conversation.
That's the one I sent.
Yeah, that's the one you said.
Okay.
I want to have this conversation.
No, you don't want to have that.
Let's go. You ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
Let's
I
run the
sent
clip.
that directly to you. I didn't send that to the crew.
Oh.
That's the one I sent to you.
I don't know what the fuck. I thought you sent it for the show, nigga.
Nah, I sent that to you, nigga. I didn't send that for the show.
Oh, you bugging. You sent that for the show. Now you
no, I did, nigga.
So we ain't about to show the clip there.
Show the clip.
What the fuck?
It's too late. You playing it.
I'm not playing.
Run the clip, man.
All right, let's run the clip, man. Here we go. Make sure you like and share, man. We gotta make sure you like and share. Let's watch this last clip. We got this last conversation, man. We're gonna get up out of here. So let's watch this.
I was 25 to 26 years old, and I had become a stalker. 1991, we were due to deploy to the Persian Gulf. I was living in San Diego, me and my girlfriend at the time, and I got up out the bed. I woke up that morning, told her, and looked her in her eyes and said, I don't like you, I don't love you anymore. And she was like, where's this coming from? I just told her I didn't like her, didn't love her. I was setting up my mind to go overseas and cheat. But to me, it wouldn't be cheating because I broke up with my girlfriend. And so if I'm overseas sleeping with other women, I'm single, I'm not cheating. But I took a risk to cut her off and break up with her, thinking that when I come back, she'll be there so that I can enjoy my free time overseas. Because in my mind, I was single, wasn't cheating. That's how some people think. I did. My buddy came, picked me up in the morning. blew the horn, got out the bed, looked at her, and she broke down and started crying. I just sat there and watched her cry. I didn't realize that this was the stages of me getting my karma because I put so much hurt and pain on her at that time. Get in the car, we drive to the base, get on the ship, we deploy. 2 months later, I called home out of Japan. Hey, baby, what's up? How you doing? And she said these words to me that brought me to my knees. I can't talk, Leon. I have company. At that time, we had been together for 5 years. I was the only person in her life, the only man that she loved alike, the only person that would make decisions with and for her. And now somebody had replaced me because I had just discarded her. By far the most disrespectful thing, one of the most disrespectful things I've done in a relationship. Leon, I can't talk right now. I have company. 5 o'clock in the morning. So I knew old boy was into my girl. I knew they were having sex or had just had sex or making love. I knew this, and she made me feel it. All I could do for the next 3 or 4 months is cry. I stopped taking showers. I was 26 years old. I stopped brushing my teeth. And when I stopped taking showers and brushing my teeth, my pain went back to my childhood when my parents got divorced. I stopped taking showers. I stopped brushing my teeth. My teeth turned green as a child. I did the same thing at 25, 26 years old when I experienced some pain from my parents. I didn't know how to process pain. So I would just give up on myself. I would quit. I chased her and chased her and chased her for months and months and months. If you have somebody good, if you have a good man or good woman, keep them. Take care of them. Don't hurt them, because when you hurt them, that pain is going to come back to you tenfold. Started stalking her, started going to her job, went to her apartment, got in her bedroom when she wasn't there. She was out kicking in the clubs. I would go through her drawers, get her panties, sniff them, looking at pictures of him and her, lifting up the mattress, looking for pictures, everything. When you stalk somebody, when you hurt somebody, your strength will be pulled away from you. You will not be able to do anything about it when you hurt someone. So stalking is not a joke. You all say it's hovering, but it's stalking. Be careful with that. If a person's hurt like that, keep an eye on them.
All right, so that's the actual clip. Shout out to LV for sending it. What's your angle on that, LV? I'll tell you like this. Me and Willie was having a conversation when he was here, but like I said, he left because we was having technical difficulties with Facebook. But I was having a conversation with Willie, and I was like, I've done that before. Not to that extent, but you can become a stalker and not even know you're becoming a stalker, and not with malicious intent. For example, Kanye West. I really think he just misses Kim. That's it. He might be doing it in a weird way.
That ain't no player shit?
No, that ain't no player shit. He doing weird shit. But I have, when me and my kid's mom first had our first child, and my son was 9 months, we split up. And I would just drive by our house randomly.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because... Yeah.
I'm not black, I'm OJ. That nigga.
But I feel like that if you genuinely care about somebody, you can low key become a stalker and don't even realize you became one.
I'm not.
You don't
black,
agree?
I'm AJ.
You don't agree?
Whoa.
You don't agree that you can genuinely love somebody to the point where you start checking on them, you start doing weird shit, seeing where they're at, you start spying on them. You can become a stalker and not even realize there's a motherfucker out there right now that think they man is cheating on them, right? But they now going through his phone, they now checking his drawer, they now checking his wallet, then now they following him to work to see if he go to work. That's a stalker, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, now, have I stalked? Yes.
All right, so I'll kind of read what Rodrigo said before you get. He said, if a man doesn't get the proper closure, it can happen, especially when you in love. That's all I'm saying. Like, so when I was breaking down the definition of me, is that like Rodrigo said, when you don't get that closure, you start doing weird shit, not even realize you're being weird. You're just in a concern to, I want to know where you're doing, where you at, who you with, and then it becomes, oh, this nigga's stalking me.
But you can't get the proper
I'm not sniffing drawers.
But you can't get the proper closure when you're the one who closed it. And so, if you're the one who closed the door,
but we all know that was fake. That was a fake close.
But hold on. But that's the thing, though. If you close the door, right? So, if I get up and I walk out that door and I hit the lock, and I know I hit the lock and closed it, and I keep coming back to see if it's locked and keep saying, well, somebody might break in here. Hold on. Did I lock it? Hold on. Did I lock it? And I keep coming back, twisting the knob, and I see that it's locked, and I locked it, and I closed it, then you can't ask for a proper closure when you're the one who turned the knob and locked it to ensure that don't nobody enter into your space. And so when someone who has the key to the space enters in and unlocks the door.
No, I would never do. Now, for example, in the situation I was in, knowing there was a possibility of somebody else, I had a key to the house. I never would, because like, listen, then that would become a crime of passion, because you would murder a motherfucker over that shit.
Here go the thing though. I'm just saying that as a metaphor, because he closed it thinking that he's gonna go overseas.
Oh, you use it as a metaphor.
And yeah, it's a metaphor. And so if I go out that door and I lock it, and I know it's locked, and I keep coming back jiggling.
But he didn't really give her closure. He knew. He understood.
She wasn't looking for closure.
All right, that's
him.
That's the difference.
She came in,
but he knew that he left the door open for her to be looking for closure, which is kind of manipulation and narcissistic to leave, knowing there was no closure involved. Now she might be a narcissist.
She not be
a narcissist.
He the one who didn't close it. That don't mean that she didn't close it, because she moved on. He the one who thought he was going to call back some months later, a year and a half down the line, and say, what's up with you, Boop? I don't even know. And she said, I got company. And it fucked him up. You know what I'm saying? She moved on.
All right.
She wasn't calling up to Cap Alabama. Yeah, she wasn't calling Cap Alabama.
Checking on him.
And then checking on him and asking him.
Let me get some of these comments for you, bro. Corando said, preach leading, if you close the door, lock the door, then you ask for closure. I mean,
that's closure.
All right, and then shout out to Nikki. Nikki said, I understand weird and agree minor invasion of privacy, but this nigga on something else, that could turn into murder.
He's in love. Hold on now, time out. Now I ain't gonna admit to say that I didn't stop. Because then it will fuck up my Facebook persona. It will fuck up everything that is. But you know what I'm saying? Now,
Corrado said, I can't ask for closure. And I get that, bro. So he said, you can't ask for closure if you lock
the door. And so, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Have I been on some... Well, my stalker shit is, if I call and go to voicemail, I'm going to call again.
Nah, I think that's weird. You did that to me a couple times.
Call who?
I hang up your face, you'll call me 10 times in a row because you want to argue. And you
no,
I don't give you closure. I don't give you closure. But I don't give you closure on an argument. You'll call me 10 times in a row.
Nigga,
you will. You're stupid. Listen, that's not necessarily stalking.
I gotta text this nigga and be like, man, argue with your old lady, blood. I'm trying to make me feel this nigga one way.
No, I just feel
no, on some serious note, because this is some serious shit. Because it do fuck motherfuckers up. And I have had homeboys and I have found myself in these situations.
Which is?
But,
you never stalked before. Never.
I
feel like it's human nature.
Well, I have.
It's human nature, bro.
Can you? Now, there's a difference between...
If you and somebody stop talking, stop dating, it's human nature to want to know
what they're doing. Now, is there a difference between...
Can you go through a motherfucking page?
Can you go through a motherfucking
page? Can you go through a motherfucking page? Is that stalking? So if a motherfucker break up with you...
No, that's just being nosy. That's just being nosy. But is there a difference between audio stalking and physical stalking? Now, I have audio...
What's audio stalking?
Hey, bitch, where you at, motherfucker? What's going on? Don't make me come by there. So you call back. The nigga over there.
I'm gonna kill myself.
No, never said that.
I used to kill myself before. Listen, I didn't jump the phone. I'm gonna kill myself.
No, I never did that. Now, what I would do is I call and I keep calling, and then when I don't respond, I would give a real vicious verbal lashing.
Brandy said her baby daddy came through the window one day. She was like, dude, what is you doing? Obsession, possession, not love. And
who said that?
Rodrigo said, that was Nikki. Rodrigo said, let's see, he said, just fucking shit jumping. He said, stalking and hunting is the same thing. Yeah,
Rico, man, that's that military shit, man. Y'all be on some different shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all be on some different shit, man. We talking about. But I have seen motherfuckers lose their life in behind that shit.
No, but that's what I'm saying. All right, so let's reel it back.
Have you stopped?
I just told you I stalked without knowing I was stalking. But
okay.
But let's go back to the Kanye West situation.
Okay.
People are now calling him a stalker and abusive, and in reality, I think that his relationship is public. It's always been public, and he's just opening up to the public and the world about how he feels about Kim. It's not that he's being weird or being a stalker. I think Kanye West is used to living into the media limelight. Is used to having to give quotes what's it called? Where it's quotes.
He got too much sense, man. He knows that he got too much sense. And he also knows that, I mean, these motherfuckers live on compounds, dog. That shit ain't, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody, look, they live on compounds with security, dog. Ain't nobody gonna camouflage in no trees and hide out in no motherfucker at the edge of a driveway when it's a compound.
So was that yay? Was that yay?
No, that wasn't yay. That was
somebody playing the game.
Yeah, that was. If it was Jay, shit. You see the nigga dressing all black like the Omens.
All right, so let's get some of these comments before we get out of here.
Let's go.
Katie said, a man cheating, mount up. Ladies, we got to drive by their house to see what car is in the driveway.
Who said, what she say?
She just...
Hold on, time out, what she say? Mount up. What you gonna mount up and do? You stalking. What you gonna mount up and see? You don't know who car in the driveway. But hey, so now we normalizing stalking. Or are we tripping?
No, we're not normalizing stalking. Preach Leland, if you close, no, it's staying. See, that's what I said. Like I ain't getting the comments like I should be. I don't know.
That's that Android, bro.
Yeah. No, we good, bro. But guess what, guys? Guess what time it is? Leland, I probably lasted a whole hour, just me and you. I'm on the third
I can talk for an hour.
Now it's time to say goodbye to all my Negro friends and Caucasians. Listen, we appreciate y'all for sticking with us and dealing with the technical difficulties on this Tap In Tuesday.
And we jumped in a half an hour late.
Y'all stayed in the chat. Y'all fuck with us.
Y'all have more faith in the show than this nigga.
Hey, listen. Shout out to Brad. Shout out to Yolanda. Shout out to Rodrigo. Shout out to Katie. Shout out to Nikki. Shout out to Jay
Randall, nigga, everybody, nigga, Carando, you know.
Yeah, shout out to y'all for sticking with us, man.
Velo, all y'all, man.
And we appreciate you, bro. We appreciate y'all, ladies and gentlemen. And the price is going up. So once we get that ticket.
Yesterday gas ain't today gas. I paid $3.50 today.
For sure.
What you gonna pay? It cost me $3. I gotta pay to get here. Y'all gotta cash at me.
LB the Great. Anthony that dude Johnson.
Rondo the Don.
Quando Rondo.
Willie A.P. ducked out on us early.
Listen, this is the smartest dumb people. Y'all have a blessed night. We'll see y'all Friday for Freestyle Friday.
For sure.
Yesterday's price is not today's price.
Everywhere, I got messages saying, what's up with the show? 1, 2, where you still got kids writing essays on. 472. Shout out to Chris, he came through.
Came back there.
And you go, okay. And she said,
Okay, he done. He it's not money, baby. They don't need cash in their hands.
Right. So now the fuck with that.
Regardless of the fact, you don't know. You don't know his fucking intentions.
Attention now. What are people? Listen, I'm gonna take my time down here.
Emotionally.
Right.